Before we get into the video, YouTube hasn't been recommending our videos lately. We'd really appreciate it if you could leave a like and watch the video until the end. I promise you won't regret it.
David Schwimmer seems to have had a rough time since his iconic role in Friends, as here we see pictures of him allegedly shoplifting in the United Kingdom.
Involved in one of the weirdest stories last year when someone who looks like you was arrested for stealing, right?
Yeah, I mean, I got a message from a buddy of mine saying, "Have you seen this? The Blackpool police, you know," and people.
Did you even know where Blackpool was?
No.
Here we have Oprah Winfrey explaining her unusual toilet roll habits to Trevor Noah. It's no secret the most successful people in the world are odd, but this is a little extreme.
You know why? Because at my house, I don't know if this happens at your house, but at my house, when the toilet roll is checked regularly, and when it's been checked, like after you go into the bathroom,
yes,
somebody will come in and it's folded into a little triangle.
Like
yes.
you live in a hotel?
Yeah, it's like folded in a triangle every time.
To begin with, Jennifer Aniston is a bombshell, but fans were shocked when she
What are you doing?
Welcome!
Why would you do that?
In this video, Jonathan Ross compels Kit Harington to show how he pranked his girlfriend on April Fool's with a fake decapitated head in the fridge. Unfortunately for Kit, his girlfriend was not impressed.
She dived across the room to save the breakfast.
Okay, here's what she saw.
While on Graham Norton, 50 Cent shares too much information regarding what the bullet in his tongue is used for regarding his private activities.
The doctor's office, isn't it?
I got hit in my hand and I got hit in the face. A fragment portion of it is in my tongue. So, yeah.
What is it still in your tongue?
Can you see it?
Yeah, it's great for oral.
A pretty hilarious moment happened on The Ellen Show when Ellen decided to pull up pictures of Steve Harvey's daughter and Michael B. Jordan, who were dating at the time, and get Steve's live reaction to the photos. Just look at how uncomfortable he is.
Sharing Christmas with you?
Yeah.
That's happening in front of you?
I've never seen that picture before. Very uncomfortable with that picture right there. I'm not really feeling that picture.
During an interview with Conan O'Brien, Bill Hader shares stories of his time with Paul Rudd on SNL, when Paul Rudd suddenly bursts onto the set and surprises him.
Don't understand why Paul decided not to do it.
Here we have Graham Norton taking Johnny Depp by surprise when he revealed that Benedict Cumberbatch's fans thinks he looks like an otter. But what they did next had the crowd going crazy.
When Benedict became famous, one of the first things that happened was this is so random, that his fans decided that he looked very like an otter. Are you aware of this?
I'm sorry?
This is an opportunity for myself and Johnny to channel our inner otter. This is a nice three-shot. If you lean in, I'll lean in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'll lean in.
Oh, to me?
Yes, you're in the middle. You're in the middle.
Wait, what's the face on the other?
Okay.
Celebrities should always expect a fun and interesting moment on The Ellen Show. Because as we can see in this video, Chris Pratt is forced to explain a phrase about donuts to Ellen with a spacer in his mouth.
Oh, bosses love free donuts. Bosses love free donuts. You know, bosses love free donuts.
Something about free donuts.
Bosses.
Bosses love free donuts.
Yeah, they do.
Here we have Andy Samberg breaking down all the crazy outfits he has worn for Seth Meyers on the various shows they've hosted together. Quick fact, Andy hates octopuses.
You did that. Okay, there you go. Okay. And you know I hate Joffrey.
You hate Joffrey. He's like your least favorite. You think he's a bad dude.
I think he's a bad guy. I'm in the minority, but I stand by it. And then also when you hosted the ESPYs, I dressed up like an octopus guy.
There you go, yeah.
I did that for you. And you know I hate octopus.
You hate octopus. Octopi?
Octopies.
Next up, during an interview with Neil Patrick Harris, Craig Ferguson makes it look like he's roasting his producer before delivering a brilliant punchline and turning the joke on another colleague instead.
No, I get scared enough. Look at that. I got that bitch over there scared. Crikey. I got enough scares going on in my life. And then there's Beth right next to it. God, both of you. Prime time. Going. Both of you.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
This video shows a pretty strange Lady and the Tramp moment between Jimmy Kimmel and Rihanna. Feeling awkward, Rihanna then calls out for help from her friend, which has the crowd laughing.
You would put that in one end, and I will put this in my mouth, and we will just...
Molly.
Yeah, Molly's gone. There is no more Molly. And then we just eat our way.
While on the Conan O'Brien show, Will Ferrell has an excellent comeback when Conan points out that he has a parrot on his shoulder.
You have a bird on your shoulder.
You know, Conan, here's the deal. I'm happy to come on your show, and I'm happy to talk about the movie, Get Hard. I'm happy to talk about, you know, anything. But I don't want to talk about my personal life, okay?
Here we have Jimmy Kimmel with the cast of The Avengers in stitches as he shows more and more suggestive fan art of the relationship between Tony Stark and Bruce Banner.
Brush this, and you can see you guys just kind of palling around and hanging out in a very muscular... These are... I want that one. That's amazing.
Sure, Craig Ferguson is funny, but he has nothing on his robot assistant Gayoff, who roasts Ricky Gervais on the way he is sitting in the guest chair. Poor Ricky wasn't ready.
Thank you. I can't move it because I'll crush the sloth. Right, you're... Is that a sex thing? That's crushing the sloth?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Poor Kevin Hart wasn't ready when Jimmy Fallon, with the help of Robert Irwin's team, brought an unusual animal onto the set. I didn't know Kevin could move that fast.
What animals did you bring for us tonight?
This is Giselle.
Oh,
Come on, brother. Stop. Come on, man.
No surprises.
Man.
It's an ostrich. It's a baby ostrich.
You can kiss my ass,
Kevin. The babies, they make this little chirping noise. Isn't that amazing?
You know what she
They're
said?
so cute.
I want some little black man. That's what she said. No, brother.
Here we have a beautiful moment between Ryan Gosling and Conan O'Brien as they reenact one of the most iconic scenes from the Notebook movie. Needless to say, Rachel McAdams has nothing on Conan.
It wasn't over. It still isn't.
In a typical Ellen Show fashion, here we have a guest being scared for their life. The best part is that it comes right after Miley admits something truly unique to Ellen.
So now you're saying so nothing will scare you anymore?
Nothing.
Manscaping is important, but Craig Ferguson takes things a little too far in this interview with Vin Diesel as he questions him about his shaving habits. Yikes.
You just did it? You did it tonight?
God.
You get, like, shave your entire body?
This guy's help here.
They asked me to ask you.
What?
Yeah. They were like, ask him. Before you come out, they're like, ask him if he shaves his whole body.
Help me.
Ask him, does he go completely or is it a little airstrip? What does he do? Yeah. Yes.
Men, make sure to get your notebooks out, as in an interview with Jonathan Ross, Demi Lovato gives advice on how men should be talking to women in and outside of the bedroom.
Dated British men in the past, I believe.
I wouldn't say dated.
I told you not to talk about this. So, Dan, did you like the experience? Were British men fun compared to American men?
Yeah, it's just really funny because when they like dirty talk, it's really proper.
Actors have huge personalities, so when this fan asks James Gordon a question, Neil Patrick Harris has no problem waltzing onto the stage and leading the way.
Simple question, go for it. Hi, James. This is actually a question for Neil Patrick Harris.
Right, well, he's not, that's not what that's my job, okay? Neil Patrick Harris isn't here, he's up and getting ready for the show, okay? So there's no way we could do it, because Neil Patrick Harris...
Here we have Andy Serkis, the famous actor who played Gollum in Lord of the Rings, reading some of Donald Trump's most controversial tweets.
The fake news media has never been so wrong or so dirty. Purposely incorrect stories and phony sources to meet their agenda of hate. Sad.
Completely shocked at the brutality of YouTube comments, Jimmy Kimmel explains one of the worst ones he received from the infamous Big Nuts 55.
Spent a lot of time online, and you know what the most dangerous neighborhood in the country is right now? The comment section on every webpage. People are so unbelievably harsh with these comments that it's shocking. I've spent many sleepless nights thinking about the terrible things Big Nuts 55 said about my double chin.
Trevor Noah is a supporter of Keegan-Michael Key, but he can't understand how Keegan managed to secure a role in the upcoming Lion King movie.
It was a dream come true. It was like coming home and a brand new dream coming true at the same time. And I just want to be able to do more of that.
That's amazing. Speaking of dreams coming true, my dream was to be in the Lion King, and I'm not. And I see that you are going to be in the Lion King.
Oh, this one. Oh, I am going to be in the Lion King.
You are going to be in the Lion King. How the did that happen?
Craig Ferguson has a weird ability to discuss the most bizarre topics with his guests, which is exactly what happens here when he questions Kat Dennings about her donut preferences.
Do you ever, do you talk to donuts when you eat them? I like my donuts so fat their holes are closed. Does that make me creepy? I don't know.
That's gross.
Really? How do you like your donuts then? Thin with a big hole?
Here, Pete Davidson explains why he lied to Alec Baldwin when questioned about how skinny he was. Pete then responds with a rather unusual workout routine.
So he came up to me and he was like, "What do you do?" And I didn't want to be rude and say, like, I just still have metabolism. I'm not in my mid-50s. I just wake up like this. So to make him feel better, I was like, oh man, I do 100 push-ups and 100 sit-ups every day. And he was like, got it.
Ellen seriously has no filter as she compels Adele to chop up and eat some wheatgrass right off the counter of a smoothie store. The poor workers are very confused.
All right, put it in your mouth. That's right. Put it in your mouth and chew on it.
Steve Carell is impressive, but he has nothing on the famous David Attenborough, who, on the Jonathan Ross Show, demonstrates his insane knowledge of animals.
Have you worked closely with kangaroos, Sir David?
Yeah, I have, actually. Done lots of stuff about the way in which they produce their young, which is quite complicated, isn't it?
I have no idea. I only know they have the big, horrible-looking tail.
You're not going to be taking over from Sir David, then. I can tell that the level of knowledge there.
That I would agree with that.
We can see Robin Williams being hilarious while on a cooking show with Martha Stewart in a moment that will forever be cherished.
And luckily,
Luckily,
we are going to mix up the rub, and you're going to rub it into the meat.
Okay.
See, that shuts him up.
Luckily that I had that experience from the ages 12 to 22.
Actors are great at impersonating characters, but also one another. Here, we can see Will Smith giving a fantastic impersonation of the famous Arnold Schwarzenegger on The Graham Norton Show.
Arnold said, if you're going to be a movie star, the movies can't only be successful in America. You've got to go to every country in the world. You have to think of yourself as a politician running for the job of biggest movie star in the world.
Here we have Chris Rock being insanely funny while discussing his family's antics and being rich on the David Letterman show.
How's your family? How are the girls now? How old are they?
Who's got it better than our kids, Dave?
Yeah, well, maybe.
Rich
I hope.
bastards. My God, I have never liked rich kids in my life. And now two of them are mine, Dave.
Yeah.
In this funny moment, Pink loses her mind and composure when Johnny Depp walks onto the set of the Jimmy Kimmel Show. Honestly, I can't blame her.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny, go see it. See if Michael Keaton is in the.
Following the insane success of the Rush Hour movies, Chris Tucker explains to James Gordon what it was like traveling around China with Jackie Chan.
What's it like in China with Jackie Chan? Is it just ridiculous?
He's the man. Jackie owned everything. He said, you like hotel? I said, yeah, it's my hotel. That's my hotel.
No.
So I got to do more movies. Walks around with like 15 people, and then I'm like in the back of the 15 people. Jackie, wait up, hold up. This don't look right, man.
Here, Mo Gilligan and Martin Freeman share a funny skit on The Latest Show where Mo wants Martin to sign more and more memorabilia for him and his family. The pile of things is endless.
Hello. Yes, Martin.
Nice
Thank you
to
so
see
much
you.
for doing the show.
You're very welcome.
I really appreciate it. But there are a few little bits in your dressing room. That's it.
Yes, yes.
Listen, I've got a few more bits. I was wondering if you could just sign them and stuff. Got one of these as well. If you can.
That's mental, Mo. That's too much, mate.
Celebrities need to make fun of one another to retain humility. Fortunately, Craig Ferguson never gives up in this pursuit, as here he makes fun of Jay Leon on a Memorial Day and can barely hold it together.
Hello? Hey, it's Jay Leno. Jay Leno, how you doing? It's good to talk to you out here cooking some meat, cooking a little bit of $17.99? Yeah, they throw in the tape for free. Studio 54. It's like Jay Leno as a fly.
A really funny moment happened at the Jimmy Kimmel Show when one of the fans decided to challenge Liam Neeson's acting skills.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, spotlight. I like that. Okay. I want you to listen very carefully, Matthew. Before this night's over, I will kill you. But before I kill you, I will make you suffer pain so unimaginable, you will wiggle and beg and pray for the gift of death. Eventually, I will give you that gift. But when you wake up in hell, you won't find peace. You know why, Matthew? Because I'll be there waiting for you again, Matthew.
I need to go.
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea.
We had no idea Elon Musk is not as serious as he appears to be, as he literally proves in his interview that he is a billionaire with sarcastic humor. Just look at his savage response to the host.
I think it's called, this thing is the power arm.
Yeah.
That is an extremely...
It's a snake bot charger.
It's a snake charger that automatically plugs into your car when you get home.
This looks a little wrong,
That really looks like the thing that jacks into the back of Neo's head in the Matrix.
Right.
All right, is that thing going to attack me in my sleep?
I wouldn't, for the prototype at least, I would recommend not dropping anything when you're near it.
Okay.
Ah, guys, we just can't hold back our laughs after watching this Jennifer Lawrence interview. Just watch her explain the story of how she tried to prove to her neighbor that she is really part of the X-Men.
And it's like the most infuriating.
You have a video of Little Bear, you trying to talk to him. This is really
This
funny.
is like a mild version of what he does.
Here's Jennifer and
You
Bear.
know that I'm an X-Men? Bear, I play Mystique in X-Men. Acknowledge it. He hates it.
Listing the funniest moments of talk show history and not including this interview of Jennifer Lawrence and Chris Pratt is just not so fair.
I recently told you that you act like Adele sings. I hate Adele.
Well, just look at these guys. It's even hard for them to control their laughter as both give back-to-back savage replies to win the game.
You were given an Oscar for Best Actress. You would also get one for being the worst. I think I just lost about 20 points.
You are so old that your publicist is a registered nurse.
Oh, so now we know that filming a movie for Dakota Johnson is easy, but promoting your film is just as hard as rocket science. Well, we bet every one of us enjoyed this interview of Dakota when she got really confused about how to start promoting the movie and replied to Fallon's question, "I'm in the movie again."
A bit more intense. There are a lot of people that kind of want to get to them, and I'm in the movie again.
Yes, you're in the movie again. I didn't want to.
Man.
I was going to tell you later. I was going to say, dude, you won't even believe, but you're in it again. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Yeah. The star of the movie's in it again. Yeah.
And yes, finally, someone can confuse Jimmy with his own questions. This Sophia and Jimmy interview was one of the most popular interviews of its time, and we still couldn't stop laughing as Sophia teased Jimmy, and her annoying accent made the interview even funnier.
Excited to smell it.
I was excited. I'm here.
Smell it then.
All right. It's gorgeous. It's
But
beautiful.
what do you feel?
I feel,
Don't tell me you don't feel anything.
How can someone be a billionaire and a stand-up comedian at the same time? We really don't understand how Elon Musk can immediately switch his businessman personality to a comedian one and make everyone laugh on the set.
Did you think I was also going to be a chill, normal dude?
We all know that our embarrassing moments can be entertaining, especially when you recall them after a long time. As a master of all, Dakota Johnson understands this better than anyone else. Just look at how she's explaining the worst and most embarrassing moment of her life with a cute smile on her face.
I was like, we're the same. We love each other.
Yeah.
She was like, Jonathan, I'm Melanie Griffith. And I was like across the airport in behind a plant.
But did you
trying
meet
to be invisible, just behind like a.
And did she bring him over to meet you?
No.
You just hid the whole time?
Yeah, I wouldn't. I was obvious. I was very visible. I couldn't hide behind the plant. It was a house plant. It wasn't like a tree.
Oh God, guys, just look at his expression the moment when Liam Hemsworth shares why he does not like kissing Jennifer Lawrence.
I mean, look, when you look at it on the outside, it looks like a great picture, you know.
Yeah.
She's one of my best friends. I love her. But if we had a kissing scene, she would make a point of eating garlic or tuna fish or, you know, something that was disgusting.
She's
and
fun, man.
right before the scene, she'd be like, yeah, I had tuna, I had garlic, and I didn't brush my teeth. Like, fantastic.
Doesn't make you
I
work
can't
that
wait
much
to
more.
get in there and taste it.
We adore their friendship, especially when they fully roast each other. Ellen first shows a photo of Dwayne Johnson in which Kevin Hart refers to him as a detective trying to be a DJ, and Dwayne responds by showing his teenage picture to the audience and making everyone laugh like an idiot.
He was 16 as well. There he is, yeah. Look at you. He's doing this. I wish I was this tall, but I'll never get this tall.
Jimmy Fallon's addiction to the most bizarre games is unstoppable. But in this interview, he literally invented the most hilarious way to play the game with guests, as he gives a helium balloon to Sophia and asks her to introduce herself to the audience. And then, when Sophia did the same, the results were something that Sophia herself never expected, which is why she burst into laughter after hearing her own voice.
My name...
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm so happy this is happening. I'm so happy this is happening.
You're
Please.
gonna have to pay me for this.
I love this. This is my favorite thing.
What am
ever.
I saying? I forgot.
Well, my name is Sofia Vergara, yeah.
My name is Sofia Vergara.
Sometimes you want to say something, but it appears with another meaning. With the host, it is the same situation here. He became angry, but his reaction appeared as funny and comical. It seems so funny that no one can resist giving a big laugh.
Roll that back! I didn't see that! Roll it back! Roll it back!
No, don't say that, please. Russell,
You're beautiful.
Russell, please.
Oh, thank you.
Should I just sit here?
Sure.
I'll just be here. Russell, look away.
With my sexual charisma.
All right, there you go.
When you talk about the great Jackie Chan, you can expect anything or any action at the moment that can take place because it's about Jackie Chan. He is the man that can show you any stunt at any time. No matter what, he is ready. Woo! Can you stop laughing after watching these two funniest faces? Don't even try, guys. This is what only they can do. All you can do is just try to stop yourself from those loud waves of laughter. Tom Cruise. Many of you never thought he'll be seen in any humorous manner. But see how they edited his picture, and instead of anger, he seemed amused and started to laugh. But the next laugh of his was larger than the first one.
You hanging off a cat. Well, you haven't seen anything yet, because here's you hanging off Nick Cage.
They're playing a game, but, well, their game went wrong in an improper but amusing and funny manner. When the host was hinting at her through actions, both took it wrong and laughter turned on. But all the audience, including you, enjoyed it anyway.
Shoot.
Do.
Oh my goodness, what happened to their hands? I cannot stop myself from being silly. How the host slapped him, but impressively, the great Hollywood star did not even stop smiling. But surprisingly, he also was laughing at the same time. Wow, but their hands.
That's not true. That's not true. That's not, I didn't hear you that hard. That's ridiculous.
See, guys, what happens when you call a black cat to a talk show? LOL, has she chews those papers and acts funny when the host asks her to throw them out of her mouth. But instead of that, she dramatically becomes unconscious. And here, no one can stop their loud, shouting laugh.
You're gonna be sick for a week. You won't be out of the egg for a month.
She is shocked herself. The host gave her that childish pistol, and she pulled the trigger. But at the moment, she was frightened. Although later on, a smile came to their faces. But at the moment, their funny expression anyhow got captured.
Not yet.
It's
Okay, so
pretty
what?
potent.
Oh, okay.
I like it. Watch out, everybody.
Hakuna Matata, such a wonderful prize. Hakuna Matata.
LOL. This will, of course, happen when you call Mick Jagger on a talk show. It's not impossible for him to appear on a screen show, and he did not do such a thing that everyone will roll on the floor with laughter. This is what he always does. There you have it. 40 of the most insane talk show moments. Make sure to click that subscribe button as we will bring you more of these moments next week.